Well, good afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Macon-Bibb County City Hall. You're here today for the Board of Commissioners pre-commission meeting. And today is Tuesday, March the 18th. For some reason, that rings a bell. Something about a SPLOST vote that you still got time to do. And the time is approximately 5 o'clock. I'd like to welcome everyone here and call this meeting officially to order. We have several items on the agenda today. And of course, we'll have our regular scheduled meeting where we have some presentations as well at the 6 o'clock meeting. So we're going to begin this meeting with the approval of the minutes. This is the approval of the minutes from the March the 4th, 2025 pre-commission meeting. Can I get a motion to approve? Motion by Commissioner Wynn. Do we have a second? Second by Commissioner Bailey. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries to be sent to consent agenda. We have 3 items for consideration under the alcohol licenses. The first one is a food mart located at 1436 Forsyth Street. After inspection of that facility on 2 separate occasions, code enforcement determined that the business is operating as a vice mart without the fresh food required as a food mart. Therefore, legal will recommend denying this application. So at this time, I'll make a motion for denial. Can we get a second? Second by Commissioner Howell. We have a motion and second. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. Okay, that motion carries. We'll send that to the appropriate place so they can do what they need to do from legal. We're going to move on to Kitchen Pride located at 3101 Columbus Road. We're familiar with this particular location. It's come up a couple of times, and they keep putting it back on here. After review, legal recommends denial of this application, though the business self-identifies as a food mart in this application. On 2 separate occasions, inspection of the premises code enforcement, officers found the store was not operating as a food mart, but yet a vice mart, and there was no food to meet the requirements. Moreover, the business owner and agent has been convicted of selling alcohol without a license at the same store. So at this time, we entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Mayor Pro Tem Clark, got a second by Commissioner Stewart. That's right. This is approving the legal recommendation to deny it. And Commissioner Clark, you have something to say?
Yeah, I just want to thank the administration and code enforcement for being diligent on Kitchen Pride. I know it's everybody's right to come back as many times as the law allows them, but as the person who represents that neighborhood behind Kitchen Pride, I do hear the genuine concerns of the fallout from having an irresponsibly run business right there, and I just really appreciate the administration listening to those constituents and making sure that they are remain in the law, and if they cannot, not awarding them the privilege of an alcohol license. So thank you.
Okay, we do have a motion and a second. All those in favor of the denial, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. We'll instruct the attorneys to take the appropriate steps necessary. Item C is the Macon Arts Center located at 4570 Pinona Avenue, Macon, Georgia. I believe this is a situation where maybe the time expired and they had to get it back on the agenda to take care of the necessary expenses and paperwork. So I don't believe this is a change of ownership. I think this is coming to us out of missing the time. So at this time, we entertain a motion to approve Macon Arts Center. Motion by Commissioner Howell, second by Commissioner Bailey. Any questions? Hear no questions. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. We'll move on to appointments to authorities, boards, and committees. We have one of those items tonight, item 4A. This is a resolution of the Macon-Bibb County Commission reappointing Stephen V. Stocco to post 5 of the Construction Board of Appeals. You can see a picture of Steve there. He served that board well. They have asked him to be reappointed to that board. And I'll take a motion from Commissioner Hewlett. Do we have a second? Second from Commissioner Wynn. Any questions? Hear no questions. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries to be sent to consent agenda. We'll move on to items 5, which has several agreements and contracts that we'll go through one by one. Item 5A is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with BTBB, Inc., the provision of architectural services for the Grand Opera House renovation in the amount of 7% of the construction costs, estimated to be approximately $63,000, to be paid from the 2018 SPLOST Fund, Cultural and Recreation, Grand Opera House. We previously approved this item in the SPLOST, and this is just awarding the contract for the work. So this time, Commissioner Bronson, I'll hear from you.
No, I just wanted to second your motion and be asked to be added as a co-sponsor, please.
Okay, I'll consider a motion by Commissioner Bronson. Do we have a second? Second by Commissioner Wynn. And we'll add her as a co-sponsor as well. Any question on there? Ms. Bailey will be a co-sponsor. Thank you very much. Any questions regarding this item? Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Going to move on to the next item, which is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute agreements with Barbizon Charlotte, Inc., Barbizon Atlanta, in the amount of $154,542.24 for the purchase and installation of production equipment and $333,958.37 for the purchase and installation of lighting equipment at the Grand Opera House to be paid from the 2018 SPLOST. You can see the pennies there on your screen. This is a fulfillment that we have promised a long time ago in the previous SPLOST, and we're fulfilling that promise. This has also come before us on our timeline, and this is just awarding the contract. So this time, we'd entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
So moved, and I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor.
Okay. We got Commissioner Bronson, Commissioner Wynn. Any questions? Mr. Bailey, I got you as a co-sponsor. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That motion carries and be sent to consent agenda. Item C is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Great Southern Recreation in amount of $368,526.18. Man, that picture got up very quick. For the purchase and installation of playground equipment Memorial Park Recreation to be paid from the SPLOST 2018 fund. A few of us was at this groundbreaking the other day, and you can see the picture there. And this is going to be one of our first playgrounds that's going to be inclusive. So at this time, we'd entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Bronson, second by Commissioner Bailey.
And
Any
be
further
added as a
questions?
co-sponsor as well.
Yes, sir. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Item D is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Great Southern Recreation in amount of $148,792.30 for the purchase and installation of playground equipment at Eastview Park to be paid from ECD, CDBG grant funds, Economics and Community Development, Housing Rehab, Housing Projects. This item, yes, I need a motion to approve.
So moved, and will I be added as a co-sponsor as well?
Got a motion by Commissioner Bronson, second by Commissioner Stewart. Commissioner Stewart, that's in your area, right?
Yeah, I'd like to be a co-sponsor too.
Yes, sir, we'll add you to that.
Okay.
We do have a motion and a second. No further questions. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to the consent agenda. Going to move right along to item E. Item E is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission to authorize the mayor to execute an independent contractor agreement with Atlanta Paving and Concrete Construction for the asphalt paving and resurfacing services in amount of $1,272,125.90 to be paid from the LMIG GDOT grant funds and 2018 SPLOST funds, which we contribute to. Commissioner Hewlett has asked to be a sponsor of that. I'll take that as a motion. We have a second. Second by Commissioner Howell. Have a motion and a second. Commissioner Howell, I know you like, or Commissioner Water, you like to say a few words?
Yeah, just, I know I'm echoing from the last couple of times, but I know we're about to make some major changes about the way we pave roads, hopefully, if the SPLOST goes through. And just want to emphasize, too, my opinion is where in the past we've been doing some of these cul-de-sacs and dead-end roads, and I'd like to put more emphasis on the heavily traveled roads where everybody benefits in the future.
Okay. Thank you for that comment. Commissioner Bryant?
I was just gonna ask, with the Atlanta paving, are they gonna do all the roads, or do they have designated roads that they're gonna do, or they're just the ones that are contracted to do our roads?
They're doing the roads that was included in your packet that should be the 2023 roads list.
Okay.
That's included in your packet. They'll do those. What we're looking to do in the future is to put out several bid sets that people can bid on too, so we can get the work done a lot, hopefully less expensive, as well as to be able to do a higher volume at a time.
Okay.
So I appreciate those comments. We do have a motion and a second. Any further questions? Yes, ma'am. Commissioner Wynn? Okay. Commissioner Howell? Commissioner Howell has a personal interest in those roads out there because he's been catching a lot of grief in his area, and I think they'll be very excited when he makes his announcement out there. So we have a motion, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, folks, we got it. Resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission, this is item F, to approve a change order in the amount of $250,000 to purchase a purchase order of Mead Road Transfer Station to pay for tipping dumping fees. As you recall, a couple months ago, we brought you a preliminary amount that we expected those costs to be, but you know, it's hard to predict what people may bring to our transfer stations throughout the year. When we have to come back for this, it's actually a good sign. It means there's less people going out there and dumping and more coming to the places that we can take them to take care of. At the same time, we'll adjust our budget for next year, but this is why we have basically a change order. This is cost that we pay for our transfer stations, and this is where we take it to the dump at. So at this time, I entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Bronson, second by Commissioner Bailey, or Ms. Bryant? Okay, Bailey. I'm gonna get your voice separate in a minute. We have a motion and a second. Any further questions? Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Item G is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute a change order to Network Configuration Services Agreement with One Accord Technologies in an amount of $200,955.17 to be paid from the 2018 SPOS funds, public safety line item. Ms. Beavers, you don't mind coming up and talking this one a little bit second? Just going to draw your attention to something we've done part of this before, but I want to make sure there's all clarity before we vote on this.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Mayor Miller. I'm Assistant County Attorney Adriana Beavers. This change order, the contract was previously approved at a lower amount. However, due to a miscommunication between IT, procurement, and legal, we are going to need to update that amount by this $200,955.17 to ensure that we have a turnkey solution for networks at our fire stations. This will include all 22 fire stations and the Fire Training Academy.
So we previously voted on this in full support of the commission. The amount that was given was less than the amount that should have been provided at that time, so this is basically supplementing that amount that passed unanimously at the end. So at this time, entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Bronson, second by Commissioner Hewitt, who also wants to co-sponsor that legislation. Any other questions? Okay. We have a motion and second. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Commissioner Williams, would you like to do this one ahead of time? It's on the pre-commission. Was someone going to be here for this or not? Okay. We'll hold off on item 6A this time and move on down to the grants. Grants is item 7A, a resolution of the Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the acceptance of the Georgia Opioid Crisis Abatement Trust grant in an amount of $117,000 with no local match required to be used by the Macon Judicial Circuit Accountability Courts for program staff, training, and counseling for substance abuse treatment. Anything else we need to add to that? Attorney McNeil or anyone else? Nothing else? Okay, just want to make sure.
This is from the state.
All right, this is from state. This is going to a specific area. As you know, we have several pending as well. Commissioner Bryant?
I would like to co-sponsor.
We'll put you down as co-sponsor. Thank you very much. Any further questions? At this time, we entertain a motion to approve. Commissioner Bronson, Commissioner Bailey. And then we also got a co-sponsor in Commissioner Bryant. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously. Will be sent to consent agenda. Item B is a resolution of the Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the acceptance of a grant from the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council Project Safe Neighborhoods Program in an amount of $40,710 with no local match awarded to Bibb County Sheriff's Office to purchase safety and surveillance equipment. So this is another a grant that we received. We have no match to put in there, and this will go to the Sheriff's Department of over $40,000. Commissioner Bryant? Co-sponsor of that? Okay. And Commissioner Hewitt want to be a co-sponsor. I'll take that as a motion to approve and a second by Commissioner Bryant. Any questions regarding that? Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. We are working very, very expeditiously tonight. Commissioner Williams, would you like to just wait till he gets here or put it on the 6 o'clock agenda? 6 o'clock? You sure? Was there a specific time he's going to be here? At 6? Okay. 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 At this time, I don't have a need to go into executive session. So we will conclude our meeting at 5:18. And then during the meantime, we know several people will be watching this at home and have time to go out to vote for the SPOS. We'll reconvene this meeting at 6 o'clock, of which we have several presentations in our consent agenda. Thank you.